Hi. Oh, wrong screen. Hi. How's it going? Hey. How is it doing? I didn't even put the BDM. Where is it? Oh, it's this. This one. Oh, excuse me. Mama. How's everyone doing today? Doing good? Sorry, I'm kind of far from the mic today. At least, right now. Kind of tired. I feel like I shouldn't be though. I did get up earlier than I usually do on a Sunday. And I have come in today with 0 thoughts. My head is empty. My brain has not even a single neuron. I spent a lot of time past couple days writing more of the slice of life video, and the video is gonna come after that, or maybe before it. I guess it depends on which I finish first. because I also decided that there was a lot more I wanted to talk about in regards to my slice of life video. So that's why it's ended up taking way longer than it wasn't originally planned to. I thought it was gonna be like a 20-minute video. Turns out I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I was gonna use a different model from the green one. But I would like to know how this one moves. We're not gonna actually get to any rigging today though, so I will switch. I will switch to... What if I was just a sparkler? You've heard of Would You Love Me If I Was a Worm, but would you love me if I was a sparkler? I have this on this one? I think it was. Yeah. Ignore the fact that I have 3 arms. Look at it! I have a little sparkler. I made this myself. It's not perfect. But it gets the job done. Look how pretty it is. Oh, it's not that bad in this version of transparency. Oh, I noticed when I was like testing it out that it had some trouble with the transparent background version of Live2D for the VTube Studio. So, but it looks good. I like it. Oh, I was gonna do this. No, this one. Nope. Yes, that one. That one? That one. I have this on my Stream Deck. What am I doing? My keyboard is so much closer to me than it used to be, so I'm getting used to hitting the numbers on it again for hotkeys. Making me think that I should move my Stream Deck down here, but I don't even think it might be too tall for that. So, yeah. Look at my little sparkler. Ain't it cute? It's like a little wand almost. You shouldn't put sparklers so close to your face though. It's dangerous. Imagine that it's like at least 2 feet from my face and not as close as I'm holding it. It's purely aesthetic, I promise. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's going away. There it goes. And I turned off hand tracking as well, so let's not use the pink one then. Because I don't have the hand tracking today. We are going to double check some of the cutting that I have on this model. I started updating some of the cutting, but I haven't made sure that it's exactly what I want yet. And there's some of the rendering on the skirt especially that I want to change up a little bit. I think. There's also... I don't show this very often, do I? The, switching again. The archivist tag that I have. This is from, my planet. My planet, because I am an alien here on research. Quote unquote. Quote unquote research. Definitely not fooling around and just, you know, watching anime. Definitely not. I'll do this one. And the tag here, actually, this ID tag is actually the first part of my YouTube channel URL, like my permanent URL. And I want to make sure to include that, and I think it's very cool. Unfortunately, it's all the way down here. So, the IUAI, by the way, is the ETHOD, what is it? Universal Art Institute? Or something like that? I can't remember what the U is, but I'm pretty sure AI is the Art Institute. Because I am a part of the arts. The arts department. I'm an archivist of the arts department. I have some soda and pizza rolls with me today. We went to a fluffy pancake place for breakfast this morning, and it was pretty good, but it was not filling at all. We split like 3 different kinds of pancakes. It was pretty good though. So I'm eating pizza rolls. I'm gonna try to wait. What else? What else? If I sneeze a few times, I apologize. I've been on and off sick past couple of days. My manager was also sick. I thought that was very funny that we were both unwell. She's severely more sick than I am, but I'm pretty sure all of my problems are being caused by my ear troubles. I definitely have an ear infection, but I also have some really bad wax buildup or something in the back of my ear. It's always constantly sore and stuff. So I was gonna try implementing the hands, but it's taken this by itself took me a bit to do, and I'm still not totally sure that I was doing it correctly, and I have not labeled. Oh, I have labeled some of them. I've labeled some of the fingers. Palm side. Oh, I'm not showing palm side, that's why. As you can see, there's fingers and they attach to a palm. But the pinky by itself already has 3 parts to it. The reason there's a nub is so that when I bend the finger, I can have that in the back of there. But I'm pretty sure the way that I've drawn the fingers doesn't work for bending them. Even though they have joints and parts like that, the way that they would need to be animated to do the folding down effect would not work with the way that I've cut them, so I'm probably just gonna delete those. It's unfortunate, but it's gotta be the case. I also need to check that the arms that I have, I did correctly. Where is the nourish? I did not. Oh, I see what happened. So I'll need to adjust these shoulders and instead switch them? Well, maybe I don't need to switch them with these ones because these arms actually go out the way that they're supposed to. And I think I also shaded these ones a bit more. Maybe I shaded these ones. I really should have been taking notes of what I was doing. Let me, I can't hide the, oops. Oh, excuse me. That was a big one, holy God. Yeah, because I had these this way specifically because I was trying to make sure that the arm could do what I wanted it to, bend the way that I wanted it to when we started rigging it again. We'll need to fix that up. Wow. This is very intense. Super tired now, too. Maybe I'm eating too much. Maybe it's too much. And, in fact, not that it was not enough. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Wow. I just suddenly got really tired. Alright. We're just gonna get started then. That way, if I need to, I can cut the stream short. Get some rest. Because if I'm feeling tired already, that's not a good sign. Alright. So... let's start with the arms. And what I was doing with those. I think I was trying to entirely replace the arm. I think. Also, these hands are not big enough compared to these ones. No, we will save hand tracking for another time. Let's see. And we'll put these in one folder. And save this version. And save. We'll start a Clip Studio version now. Oh, my computer was chugging. Can't see it, but there's like a loading bar right here. There it is. It's going very slow. And we're gonna open that version instead. And we'll work from this one. So I can now delete that. Pretty sure I'm not changing these. Oh no, I do need to change the shoulder pieces for that. These don't have... this. Oh, I see. This is underneath it. Wait. Okay. I was like, what's going on here? But that makes sense. We'll leave those in for now. I did change the cut of the skirt, so we'll need to rename those. I'm gonna start a list for myself. This. So I need to rename skirt layers. It's very important to name your layers when you're rigging something like a skirt or something with a lot of repeating pieces that are all right next to each other, and are layered in a really specific way. Because otherwise, like, you're gonna load that into Live2D and have no idea what it is until you go through it. Each one. Redo arms. Reblend legs. And separate, I think I wanted to separate another part of the hair, but I can't remember what. Check hair separation. That. Reorb earrings. Reorb earrings. Bum, bum. Oh, I need to add a few shading layers. Leg shading. Stepping effects and all that kind of junk. I think I also have to check out the way that I cut the shoes. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I can change the cut on that. I think I have to do that through meshing. Where's the fluff? What? Where'd it go? Huh? Wait, why isn't this changing? Oh, I see. So it is on the bottom leg. Where's the fluff? Oh, it's there. I should separate the fluff. Separate fluff. Okay. First things first. First thing that we listed, well, thing that we were working on is the shoulders. Control V. Deleting the old Nyaru shoulders. I'm going to... Let me do this first. And I'm going to do this. What I need now is to make these two arms work together. If I get just one to work, then good. My arms have always been too long as well, so I've been trying to shorten them up. Yes. I hate that I can't change the transparency while I'm in the transform. It's one thing that I would like to be able to do. That works. Okay. So I'm going to cut where these intersect just a little bit. Have to. Too much. Okay. Control X. Control V. Delete that. Bada bing, bada boom. I got an arm. Wow, you can almost see that it perfectly lines up too. So now I need to blend them together a little bit. Make it a smoother transition. This is the part that I'm not excellent at. I don't have great... I haven't done this very well in the past. I almost can't tell on my screen, like, how it's blending. Hello, BC Bongo Cat. Welcome back. How are you today? I like your little spinning emote. It's very cute. I'm trying to blend my arms together. I'm doing great. How are you? I'm good. I suddenly got very sleepy when I started stream. And so I got straight into it today. I also expect it's not gonna be a terribly long stream, maybe 2 hours, 30 minutes, something like that. So it's gonna be a bit of a longer project. Well, probably not any longer than the Land of the Lustrous one, but still long, you know? I am re-rigging my main green model because I wanted to have some updated stuff that I know how to do now. And I need to recut some stuff anyway, so need to animate on Saturday because I decided to take a break and focus on education. Just to ease pressure for myself. Yeah, I feel that. That's also part of the reason I am doing this rigging stuff, because I have an idea of how to do it. It's not like super important that I need to, but it feels good to do, you know? Like, I'm just at that point where I can do an update for my model, and I would like to. But it's more it's easier to do than like write the videos that I'm working on and stuff like that, so or drawing fan art or something like that. It's a nice break from the usual, even though it's still kind of in my wheelhouse. I don't know why I'm forcing myself to finish by the end of the year. I was trying to do the same thing with my video, and I was like, you know, there's much more that I want to talk about than I think I realized when I started writing it. And I decided to let myself slow down. Is that where it is? The fact that I can't tell where it is a good sign. I can kind of see it. So that is part of why we're doing this as well, so I can give myself a little bit less pressure to work on things. Give myself the time to really think about what I'm doing, as it's definitely a topic that I've been interested in doing. Both of the videos that I'm planning, but I don't want to rush them and get them done just because there's something new. I just gotta remember I'm not a machine. Besides, I can take a step back and rethink it. Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It just is nice to like step back and let it breathe for a minute. Alright. That looks good. I'm moving it around like this so I can like see if any screen tearing or anything like makes the edge of it more visible. It's a hobby, not a job. Exactly. I can kind of see it still, but it's not as bad. Oh, something's loading. Or not. My mouse went to the loading icon. That's not bad. Could be worse. Alright. Now I do the same thing to the other arm. You know, I'm just gonna... Oops, wrong one. This. Duplicate. Flip it, reverse it. And move it over. Not bad. I gotta change the nail color. Make it correct now. Purple. Oops. Shift. And I think I can do it just by expanding the selection. But overall, though, today we're taking it easy. I'm doing something that's a big project, but it's not. Whoops! It's not like high stakes. So feel free to chill, hang out, and all that good stuff. Might have to manually recolor these. Taking it easy is something I need to learn as an animator. Something a lot of artists face is forgetting to take the time to chill out, step away, and just observe again. I'm eating some pizza rolls today. We had some like those really fluffy souffle style waffle or pancakes today for breakfast. We went out to eat. They were very good, but they were not at all filling. So I've been eating on and off for a few hours now. Oh, is that the last finger? It is. Good, good, good. Okay. I'll just manually adjust this. Not manually. The opposite of manual. Automatically. I'll use the hue shift. Should be orange. That's green. Pink. Oh, closer. Good. Yes. Select that. You can see it's all kind of gunked up, but that's not difficult to fix. About to be 4 years of me animating. I still haven't learned it. Yeah. It's one of those things that people know that they should do, but like They want to work hard on what they're doing, so they don't want to take a break, even if they should, even if they'd be better for it, that kind of thing. But once you do start doing it, it becomes a part of the process. You start understanding why it's good for you to do. Let me erase the edges. Instead of coloring over them. There we go. A little bit cleaner. Pizza roll. Very good. Very yummy. Yum yum yum. Yum 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 yum. My thought process is like, am I being lazy or is it good? Then force myself to rest for the day and work on it the following day. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I give up on the way I work on things a little too fast. Like, I'm too scared to go any further, even when I feel like I need to work on it a little more. So I end up just not continuing. But whenever I am like, maybe I should just take a break and come back to it, I always feel better about it when I come back and what I need to do to clean it up. Like this model, for example. I think there were some things that I knew I would one day feel like I needed to adjust on it. And today is a part of that. Paranoid of losing this passion. Yeah, I know that feeling. I've seen so many people over the last like few years get really tired of drawing, but also a lot of those people were monetizing it to a point like the pressure was not about whether or not they liked what they were drawing. It was about how fast and how many and how often they were getting their drawings done. And that's just a really fast way to exhaust yourself. So, it's sad, but sometimes it happens. A lot of the time, though, those people tend to take a break and then come back and be like, oh yeah, I really did enjoy doing this. And they'll continue. That's a little bit better. It's not even anymore. I'm pretty sure the fingers are not at the correct spot, but it's good. Sometimes I look back what I'm working on and then suddenly become unsure if I should restart. Hey, I watch this YouTube show called Drawfee, and they literally have a phrase called delete your art, where they just delete everything that they were doing and restart. Doesn't matter how far in they were, they just delete it and restart. So there's nothing wrong with that, but I would say instead of like fully deleting what you're doing, just duplicate the file if you're doing it digitally and save the one that you were doing and then rework the duplicate, just so that like if you decide that you didn't need to restart, you didn't need to rework what you originally had or something like that, you can always go back if you really, really need to, you know? Most of the time, if you feel like you should restart, then it's okay if you don't ever go back to the original, if you just, like, completely ignore that it ever existed. I do that sometimes. I have some works in progress on my computer that, like, I started, and then I was like, maybe I should just stop. Maybe I should try something else. And so there's just new files from the same day. I remember one time I kept restarting and the canvas number, because on site, whenever you make a new canvas or a new file, it starts from 1 and then just increases throughout the day, as long as you don't close the program. And I had gotten to like 15. It's gotten to canvas 15 at some point. So I totally understand what you mean. And I don't think there's anything wrong with restarting if you feel like you really need to. It's just, you don't have to. You don't have to start from deleting your art. You can just duplicate and restart. I guess because my first time animating a fast-paced scene, because it's a fight. My eyes are not trained yet, which is why it looks so off. Yeah, that happens. I had very similar troubles when I was starting freehand gestures. I had been studying particular types of gesture studying, like I had drawn people playing basketball, I had drawn gestures of poses and stuff like that from fashion magazines and whatnot, but I was interested in drawing something more actiony. And when I tried to, I was like, this is kind of, why is it kind of not working? And it's because I hadn't seen any action. I didn't have any sense of reference of what I should be doing or how something should be moving, and it did not feel correct. So I've reshot some of the beginning scenes because a little slower and it looks sluggish, so I gotta teach my eyes and brain it's supposed to be fast. Yeah, I'm sure it's especially hard with stop motion, but also with stop motion you kind of have the freedom to delete some frames if you want to. I was watching the guy on YouTube who does all the flipbook stuff. He like literally does nothing but make flipbooks all the time. And he made a flipbook one time and it was going a little slow paced. I've done that, yeah. And instead of like starting over entirely, he just split the number of frames that he had in certain places, like removed a couple of extra sheets, and that made it just feel a little bit snappier, a little bit faster. Then he exaggerated the poses on a couple of spots. Sometimes you don't have to delete the entire thing. Sometimes it's just because you're animating, you have the freedom to flub it a little. exaggerate it, make it a little snappy, so to speak. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a good way to think about it. Cool. Okay, let me take one look. Let me see what my list is again. I've made a list for today so that I can make sure I get all of the cutting that I wanted to do done. I need to reshoot one to make it more snappy and hit harder. That's fair. Do you also watch what's the stop motion guy I'm thinking of? With the circus tent? Their icon is always a circus tent. They're a Japanese animator. I think their stuff is really good too. They have some really cool action stuff. And they always have like their process at the end of their videos, of their longer videos. Sometimes they'll have a short and then sometimes they'll have like a full-length YouTube video. Yes, want to be like them? Yeah, they got some good stuff. And it's definitely inspirational the way that they're doing it, because it's not like they're throwing together whole entire figures and they have like a gigantic set or something. They're just like working off of their desk with some anime figures that they have. And I think that's really nice. Obviously they like, I'm pretty sure they get some like suggestions and stuff from other people. And they get like figures from friends or something like that. Because they have so many in different videos, but I think it's really cool that there is so much variety, that they have so many ideas for what they're doing. More inspired by a YouTuber, The Lazy Eyebrow. They animate Transformers too, but in like a toy reviewing style. Oh, nice. Oh, like the Moonshine animations. I remember when he would review Figmas and he'd animate it a little bit. I always liked that side of toy reviews and stuff like that, where they have a little fun with it, you know? They make it as interesting as they can. Alright, I think next was the legs. His videos were fully animated and had skits in between. That's a lot of work. But I definitely know why that's like appealing and interesting, you know? Skirt. I have to rename the skirt layers. So move this over here. I'm going to move a bit so you can see the layers, since we're archiving this on YouTube as well. You can see how I name my layers and stuff. So we have this. Okay. Have the skirt layers here, and this one. And all of these are the skirt layers. I already recut the skirt, so it has all of the pleating pieces. This one is the center, so we're gonna name it Skirt Center. This is the left side. The character's left side, not our left side. That's the important part. Skirt left. Left one, actually. Actually, left center. That way I know about where it is. Because it's not the end piece, it's in the middle here. So I want to be sure that I have reference for that when it's in the program. This is skirt right. Center. This is skirt left. end. And this is skirt right end. I need to put a space here. Nope. Put it here. There we go. I would animate things like people, but I ain't buying anime figures for like $50. Yeah. That's the sad thing about figures is if you aren't getting them in like a standard pose, like a baked in pose, baked in like it's animation, then they like run $50 and more if they're posable, and the posable ones are always so much more fragile. I suppose that's also a part of it, but like sometimes the standard like rigid ones or PVC ones are just $15 to $20, and I'm like, that's so much cheaper. It can't be that different. Human physics is just different, like hair and clothes. Yeah. That's the thing about Live2D that I have trouble with sometimes, is that I can't figure out how the physics would animate. Even if I have reference or something like that, and I'm watching how someone else does it, it doesn't always work the same when I try it, so... But that was last year. This is this year. I renamed the skirt. What is next on the list? Next is reblend the legs. I thought the legs looked fine, but let's see. Nope, that's the skirt. Hide the bottom part of the legs a little bit. And then the top part of the legs. Oh, I see. I drew a line back there. Shouldn't have lines like that. Even if they're curved. Because, then it just messes with the line art. And the way that overlaps. There we go. Calculating speed and velocity of an object is easy because it's predictable, unlike hair and clothes, which is very unpredictable. Yeah. Because just because the wind is moving in a certain direction, it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, the clothes aren't gonna flip or bend in a certain way that makes them not go in that direction. I know what you mean. It's just, it's hard to explain. There, nice easy fix. Hopefully. How's that look? That's fine. Yeah, it already looks like that. That's that leg. Oh, that's the wrong leg. This leg. Hide this. Take this one. Oop. Work over top of that. There we go. Excellent. Where is it? Good. Skirt back. Okay. Next on the list Check hair separation. Also because I prefer robots beating each other up with all the sparks flying everywhere, the utter destruction in their environment. Robot fights are cool. There was the new Godzilla teaser came out. I haven't watched it yet, but I was just feeling like that vibe of the destruction because I kept seeing the clip of them like running through the forest or whatever, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. The amount of destruction happening just from them running was very funny. It was very cool. I think the head is fine. Let's check the short styles. Strand 1. I don't have them separated from each other, which would save me some space on the texture. Godzilla running was weird, though he suddenly flew in one of the Japanese movies, so it's not the weirdest. Yeah. I saw as well, there was a gif of someone in the Godzilla suit. I don't know if it was the new suit, but it looked pretty new. And he was like doing a little dance. He was like doing a little up and down dance with his arms. It was very cute. It looked like he was trying to jump. It looked so bad, but it was very funny at the same time. And that was just them, you know, like having fun in the suit. I think the back hair is fine. I don't think I need to actually separate it any more than that. I was thinking that I wanted to, but I don't think I need to. I think it'll actually be easier not to when I get to that point. And the other one. Alright, let's make a new folder. I know you can't see any of this, but just believe. Believe in the me that believes in you! This is Juno version December 23. Open that. Remember the Transformers playing basketball once? It was so odd. That sounds awesome though. I mean, weird, but also like, I would love to see that. It sounds great. Alright. It's saving, it's exporting. You can't see it, but there's a little thing here. And then I will open up Live2D. I also updated Live2D to 5.0, so it might take me a minute to figure out where everything is. I'm sure it hasn't changed that much, but just in case. I think the way Transformers move is very cool. Because it's so fluid, yet rigid at the same time. There's this, like, boxiness. But when they move, it's also very speedy and fluid. Have I shown you any animations, actually? Not of your animations or anything like that. You got some for me? I don't know if I have links blocked, actually, in the chat. Hold on. Let me see. I might have links blocked, so give me just a second. I have only one, because I only ever posted one. That's alright. It's always good to have at least one. Terms, phrases, auto mod. Nope, that's not what I want. Permitted terms and phrases, block terms and phrases. Oh, here it is. Alright, I have turned link. You can post links. If you got one, feel free to set it. Send it. Then I'll turn it back on later. Alright. Let me switch the view to Live2D real quick. One. Live2D. Cool. Sorry to blind you. I'm sure this is much brighter. Good, good. Open. Just DM'd it to you on Twitch. I don't have my Twitch actually open. I never have the actual like Twitch page open. So I don't really like the Twitch DMs. It's a little too tiny. It's a little too out of the way. I'm gonna open the wrong thing. Here we go. This one. This one. Oh, I shouldn't have opened it actually. I need the old one. Wait, give me the old one. Cancel. Oh. Oh, look at this. You can see all of my underlayers. Like, that brown stuff there is my shading. These orbs are the lighting effects on the whatchamacallit? Earrings. There's shading down here and here. But I didn't actually need to open this. I needed to open this one. It might take it a second. Oh, let me move back over. That I will no longer be in the way. Well, there we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Right? And with this one, I should have... Yeah, I have everything in this one. So it's already got the arms and a whole bunch of rigging done, so... What we're going to be doing is re-rigging all of this stuff. So, we're not going to re-rig everything. There's some things that I'm going to change in like the way they move. I'm going to exaggerate a little bit. Suddenly I'm having second thoughts. Hey, no worries. You don't gotta share what you don't want to. Oh, right, I have these color codes. Do I have, like, the actual inside layers? Can I actually make... There was some kind of adjustment that they made. Where... Make the whole thing green? It's not working, though. Needs more attention, so why not? Oh. Oh, I like that transition. Wait, what the heck? What? My thing paused. Hold on. There we go. Your sound, don't forget. Oh. Hold on. Okay. Oh, yeah. That works really well.
Cannot hide, Decepticon. I came for your ship.
I like it.
Give it up, and I will not destroy you.
Optimus, as spooky as ever. It's very cool. Very cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, I didn't reorb the earrings. I wasn't finished with the list. It's fine. I'll do it later. I'll do it another time. Like, no problem. I really like the way that you did the transition and transformation, too, between the cars. Very smart way to do that. I want to import no, I want to edit. Ooh, where is it? There's a thing where I can just import new stuff. Maybe actually it is better to start from the beginning. Spent an entire afternoon and a quarter of the night doing that transition. It was definitely, you definitely nailed it. It was very good. Maybe it isn't. No, this is export. What the heck? Modeling. Texture. Show. Onion skin. Edit. Search and replace. No. Alright, then we will do this instead. I'll open both of them. Ah, there we go. Add all layers as new art mesh. Want it to replace. It's gonna take it a minute. But yeah, I really liked the matchup with the audio as well. I thought it was very good. I like the lighting scheme and all that. Looks awesome. The original plan was to remake the scene 1-to-1, and I realized I don't have a character tall enough to fight Optimus. Yeah, sometimes the toys, even when they're from the same series and stuff like that, they just don't have like the right height matchups. You know what I mean? Even though in like shows and stuff like that, they're obviously around same heights at times. It's weird. It's loading. It's halfway done. which is why I had to buy another figure, lol. Let's see. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Come on, textures, import faster. Also, I'm not sure how I'm going to replace some of this stuff, because they aren't in it, but they... it's hard to explain. Oh! Almost done. I did have someone he could have fought, but she was too short, so I sidelined them. Oh, it just imported them over top. Okay. So how do I integrate them properly? That's the question. Alright, let me show... Hello? Pen? Pen? Where'd my pen go? There it is. Which pieces are these? All the new pieces I made, okay. Huh? Why is the... Oh, I separated that? I didn't realize that. Okay. I've done this one time before. It was a while ago. Let me show some of the rigging as it is. I mean, you've obviously seen my model move before. The other one. This one. But the way it looks in here is a little different. Do-do-do-do. I see you. I see you. Yeah. I have to also make sure that everything is about where I remember. I have to redo the eye open and close as well, which is unfortunate because that took a long time. I also have to exaggerate the mouth a little bit, fix up the shapes. They're not quite correct. Head angles. Have to redo. Ooh, there's a gap back there. Wow, look at that. That's a whole entire transparent gap. I think I can go a little bit further with these now. This does not look great. This is how Live2D looks. This is like what it's doing. Oh, that's Booba. Jewelry? Oh. Earrings. Jewelry 2. That must be the bottom. Earring physics 2. Good. Clothing. Oh, that's actually not terrible. Better than I thought it was. The skirt's pretty rigid though. But now I have a separated version. No idea what any of this is, but it looks amazing. Thank you. The top actually isn't too bad. It's just the skirt that looks pretty bad there. But I've cut recut both of those, so we'll see. That's the glasses. These are toggles. I don't need that. I do need the tablet. Whoops, I need to turn the tablet on. Where is... That's that one. That one. The arm. Hello, arm. Need to make this bigger. I won't do that right now though, because I also have to replace the shoulders. For now, what we're gonna do is not remesh, but properly mesh the new pieces that I've added. I'll hide the old parts of the model. So these are the parts that we're gonna work on. Oh, why is this not molded down? What the heck? I'll have to fix that. That's what I get. We're gonna remesh these new parts. So in Live2D, everything is done with like a series of netting sort of mechanics. When I do this, all of these are meshes. They are what is actually like making the model mold and move and all of that. So if I take like this and do this, you can see that's taking that point and meshing it around and all of that. And that's essentially what makes the whole entire model move. So these green lines, these green dots with blue lines, are another type of rigging piece. Instead of the brush, you can use like these wires essentially. And it's scary when you have it all opened up. But it's just a lot of stuff. It's not as bad once you get started on it. In fact, I would say the meshing part is probably the easiest part. Alright, let's start with auto mesh. Standard. It does have like a mesh generator, so like this piece that I just meshed, it didn't have a mesh over top of it. It comes as like a square piece to import the whole image, and then you can generate the mesh on top of it. You can draw it yourself as well, but I like to auto generate something and then edit that afterwards. So I'm going to open the mesh editor, remove some of these points, and essentially the reason you want to either make your own mesh or edit a generated one is because the more detailed your mesh is, the more movement you're going to get out of it. The more detailed movements you're going to get out of it, I should say. So if I move these pieces out. Ooh, excuse me. Oof, that was another big one. I'm really just sneezing all over the place. I'm having them closer together so that... Ooh, I'm getting some of the edges to have a finer edit if I need it. Saw a figure release in Singapore and I'm tempted to get it imported. Oof. As long as it's not expensive to do so. I've done that with art books, Japanese art books. where it's only available in Japan at like Comiket or something like that. And you can have someone buy it for you, then you have to pay the import cost and all of that. Oof. Sometimes that stuff's expensive. Alright. Start from this one. Gonna come down to about there, I guess. That's too many. Hold on. There we go. It would make the price 1.5 times more, slightly more expensive. That's pretty expensive though. Connect those. I will, just in case. Now I'm not fantastic at meshing stuff out. I think there are some people who are very, very good at meshing. But I know what I need to get pretty decent movements. It's essentially like tracing over my own art, you know? Need to just follow the lines that are naturally there. Let me start from the bottom. Now, I'm just gonna come up. Okay. There's something else that I have to check before I decide that I need to connect these straight across, but I know that this will work for now. Sometimes I wish teleportation existed, and I would just book it to Singapore every time to get 2 or 3 figures months early. Yeah, I know that feeling. There's a figure that I want that's put onto pre-order and is for Q4 of 2024, which is the end of next year pretty much. But they've started pre-orders for it now, and it's so expensive. But if I was in Japan, it would be slightly less expensive to get it shipped to me. But in America, it's not terrible because it's through Good Smile and they have like a shipping thing here. Can't remember what it's called. Whoops. But if I was in Japan, it'd probably be even less, honestly. Oops. Do this. Singapore literally gets everything first and annoys the crap out of me because I can't buy it. Yeah. Weird how that is sometimes. Who gets what first for merchandise stuff. Japan I kind of understand when it comes to anime merchandise because like it's made in Japan. but sometimes there's like American movies and stuff like that come out in other countries before they come out in America, and I'm like, why though? Why? Or there's stuff like Netflix where they could do it same day, but for whatever reason they don't. Like, they just limit it to other regions and then add it all in the remaining regions in like bulk and stuff like that. I'm like, you could have been doing it day to day. You literally had it on file somewhere and you couldn't have just done it day to day. Singapore literally gets everything first. Oh wait, I already said that. I already said that one. I already read that one. I gotta drink some water. I feel like I keep sneezing. I hate when movies don't have a global release. Like London watched it first and then spoils the entire movie on Twitter. Exactly. The only thing more recently that I haven't seen that happen to that I was like interested in was The Boy and the Heron. I honestly still don't know what that movie's about. But this new Ghibli movie, it still looks really good. Still super interesting. They finally released like a proper trailer in the last few months, but up until then, like, there weren't any international trailers. No one was like sure what it was really about. It was very funny. I think that works. Let me give it a try. B. B. A little bit bigger. That's not bad. It's a little boxy though. I mean, it's fine on the inside. But the edge movement is not quite what I would like. Alright, auto mesh, standard. And the same thing with this one. This is probably the part of the process that, aside from rigging, takes the longest. Just because you have to essentially retrace a bunch of the art. No, don't. I'm bigger, smaller. There we go. I'm just gonna erase these ones. They do not match up. Can't play Baldur's Gate 3 in one game of the year? I can. It was a good game. At least it wasn't Genshin again. Even as someone who plays Genshin, I don't think Genshin needs more than 2 wins in a row. It's not even like a game from this year, technically. It was
It just keeps getting updated and somehow keeps qualifying. Very funny. But I think Baldur's Gate 3 was definitely like, at least it wasn't Spider-Man 2. I think Spider-Man 2 would have been okay, but it wasn't super accessible. I think people were definitely excited for it, but with so many changes within the Marvel movies, people are maybe a little unsure of how approachable the game was. But it was definitely a good game. I saw people really gushing about it when it came out. But after that, kind of died down pretty fast. But Baldur's Gate 3, that kept getting attention. I still see fan art of it like all the time. Watching 2 to 4 years from now. From now, they put Baldur's Gate 3 on the Nintendo Switch? Probably. Well, no. Maybe not. Well, they do have a few mature titles on there. I guess it kind of makes sense, but I think Baldur's Gate 3 is probably way too heavy for a Nintendo Switch, even then, like, graphically, because the map itself is so big when you're on any portion of any of the maps. Even if you're like inside of a building or something like that, it's very, very, it makes even my computer chug, and I do stuff like rigging models, you know? So my computer is also a couple years old at this point. So, but even then, it's a chonky boy. They put Nier Automata and Hitman 3 on the Switch. Yeah, but I don't think those games are as big as they seem. There's a way that they can, like, hide things, you know? They have render distances and, like, they put the entire Batman Arkham trilogy. That one's also a bit older as well. I think that there are easier... Those are probably easier to handle for the Switch than Baldur's Gate 3 would be. I'm sure they'll figure out a way to do it somehow, but I don't think it will be as visually impressive as it is on a console or PC. Just because of the level of detail that they have in the environment. Like, enemies, NPCs, and stuff like that you kill do not despawn. Hogwarts Legacy too. I didn't play that. Wasn't super interested. I also didn't watch anybody play it. Wasn't crazy to see what was going down and all that. But I have seen graphical pictures of it. I think there's still ways in that you could, like, hide how much load and stuff is going on. But it's a heavy map in Baldur's Gate, so... What shocked me is how Super Mario Wonder got nominated for Game of the Year. Which one was that? Super Mario Wonder was the elephant one? I think people got really hyped for that, but I definitely don't think it needed to be nominated for Game of the Year. It feels like one of those ones where Nintendo needs to be represented somehow, and that was the only game that they thought of aside from Breath of the Wild. Sorry, Tears of the Kingdom. I also saw that Game Theory had a video that came out, and it had Super Mario, or it had Mario on it, and I was like, they didn't win Game of the Year. I didn't watch it yet, but I was curious about how it got there. Alright, let me give that a try. Oops. Redo. Whoops. There we go. Must have been revolutionary for a Mario game to win. Yeah. I mean... I think a game like Mario Party RPG could have won. Like, I've seen people playing that remake. But I don't think Mario Wonder should have been nominated when, like... There were, like, 3 other Mario games that came out this year, weren't there? Wasn't it... Didn't that new... the new Level Maker... that last year or this year? It came out in 2019. Oh, is 3 coming out? Mario Maker 3 coming out? Maybe it's not. Also, people are complaining that Nintendo didn't allow their characters to be in Fortnite. That's a little silly. Fortnite's one of those games where, like, yes, it's cool that things are in it. Other games and, like, celebrities and stuff like that, but also the shooter games are kind of... How do I say this nicely? People are weird in shooter games. I mean, teabagging is one thing, but people do weird stuff. With Nintendo, they will and won't break the personality of their characters, especially Mario. Yeah, I can understand Mario not being in Fortnite. He's got a little too much stylization, even compared to, like, anime characters. He's got a very specific look to him, especially these days, in marketing and stuff like that. But I think if Nintendo was going to put one of their characters in Fortnite, it would probably be like Bowser, maybe. If it's gonna be a Mario character. Or like Luigi. I feel like Luigi's proportions could work. Maybe... I was gonna say the Tetris blocks, but I don't know if they're actually a Nintendo property. The Tetris box would be so funny. Do you imagine getting killed in, like, the top 2 and you're killed by a Tetris block? That'd be funny. It would be ridiculous for Nintendo to do it. Not everything has to be in Fortnite. Yeah. It seemed like a lot that the anime characters were getting added. So it just feels silly at this point. what gets added and what doesn't. Square piece gotta be my favorite Tetris block. I like the L piece. I like that it's a little complex, but also a little standard. It's both the straight piece and not at the same time. I think it's very fun. Very fun. I gotta erase this bottom part. It's not working. Just realized Metroid Prime 4 still hasn't released. And we have the first GTA 6 trailer. Yeah, I saw people getting hyped for that. I have admittedly not played a GTA game in like a long time. I think I might have played San Andreas at a friend's house or something like that. Let's see. When was this one? 2002? Yeah, I might have played San Andreas. Oh, 2004. Yeah, that makes sense. Or maybe even Vice City. Because I remember it being real blocky. No, I don't think it was Vice City. I think it was San Andreas. But I definitely played that over, like, at a friend's house. It was announced in 2017. Listen, there's other games also announced around that time that still haven't come out and haven't even gotten trailers since then. Like, what was that one? The Good and the Bad? The Good and the Evil? The Bad and the Evil? Bad and the Evil 2 game. Beyond Good and Evil? I don't think that's correct. Oh, maybe it is correct. No. Yes, because it has the monkey. It says it's coming out for PS5. Oh, maybe this isn't it. This was updated in 2020. Metroid Prime 4 has genuinely made Nintendo question if they need to make an upgrade to the Switch. Probably. I mean, I assume that's why they started making, like, the Switch Lite to indicate, like, or the OLED to indicate that there is the possibility for a Switch to have an upgraded version, especially since they've discontinued 3DSs and stuff like that, or DS in general. It's one of those things where, well, wait, Beyond Good and Evil 2 update is bad news for fans. Is still in development. Recently overtook Duke Nukem. First teased 15 years ago. The sequel to Beyond Good and Evil was originally treated to reveal a trailer in E3 2017. Yeah, it was the same year as Metroid Prime 4. Still got a first run Nintendo Switch and it's serving me well. Same. I got mine like maybe a month or so after the first run of Switches came out. I was so happy. It was right around the holidays, I think, that I got mine. And it's still kicking. I've even gotten, like, I've only had to send in the controllers for an update once because they started getting the Joy-Con drift. But, yeah. Dang. Senior concept artist, Beyond Good and Evil 2. So they're still in concept artist phase? Simply used a more liberal definition of active development on that occasion. That's too bad, because when that trailer came out in 2017 for Beyond Good and Evil, I was really excited for it. Am I right? Joy-Con disconnects randomly, which is why I use the Pro Controller. I've thought about getting a Pro Controller as well, because I really like the way a full handheld controller feels. I like the Joy-Cons, but they're not always the most comfortable way to play. And I like playing it though, connected to the Switch, like laying in bed and stuff like that and playing it. So that's the downside to getting something like a Pro Controller. Because then I can't just lay down and play with it, you know? So I've been thinking about trying to get one of those ergonomic attachments. Seeing if that's any nicer. I don't know when I would get that, though, if I was going to. Imagine dropping your Switch on your face. Well, I don't... I don't play it with it above my face. I'm usually laying down on my stomach or something like that to play it. And I usually, like... I shift around a lot in my sleep. So, in the same way, I shift around a lot when I'm laying down in general. So I'll, like, rotate around a few times during my play sessions. When I'm playing, like, Splatoon or something like that. And sometimes I'll just, like, straight up sit up straight. Especially when I'm playing Splatoon. It's like a Splatfest or something like that. I can imagine how heavy and harsh dropping a Switch on your face would be, though. Doesn't sound like it would feel great. Especially since I wear glasses. That would really suck. Hey, Troll. Nice. That's 3 pieces done. I want this to be deformation little. No, probably standard. Hold on. No, I want more vertices. Oh. So I want it to be smaller. Okay. That's probably better. Not bad. A little further out. And vertices inside a little smaller. There we go. There we go. Excellent. The Transformers game has been in development hell. That was supposed to have a trailer at the Game Awards until it switched to Unreal 5. Ugh. Is Unreal the one that was trying to charge for every installation? Or was that Unity? I think that was Unity, actually. But I imagine a lot of games decided to switch off of Unity recently, so I imagine a lot of games that were once not in development hell are instead plummeted to the depths. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. Yes? Oh! I toggled a bunch of stuff because I was typing on my keyboard. That's hilarious. Excellent. I love that. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. 40, 38, 10, 8, 1. No, I toggled the reverse. That's great. I love that. That still looks pretty good. Auto. Standard. 40. 38. 10. 8. 1. That's 10. I don't know why that typed in 40. There you go. 48, 30, 10, 8, 1. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. I'll save the arms for my own time. Oh, that's right, I have the skirt back now. Okay. Standard. We'll do the same thing. 48. 30. 10. 8. 1. Is that correct? I feel like that's correct. Incorrect now. Is it 40? 30? Try 40. Whoops. I think I did it incorrectly. It's fine. Unity was crazy thinking that was ever a good idea. Yeah. I don't know how they I don't know how they went, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great thing to tell our developers. Even like the indie ones, they're gonna be so okay with this. But with the fact that like over the last few years people have been getting more and more into indie games, I can't understand how they thought, oh, we should try and cash in more on indie game developer installations, because obviously it's possible that any one of them could get like millions of installations, and then we can make some more money. And they don't really, I feel like even if that is the case, that's not a reason for them to be able to cash in on what those developers are doing, you know? It's just silly. I feel like if anything, the fact that a popular indie game is developed on your development software would be encouraging to other developers to try your software. Because people are always looking for a alternative, free, or like easier way to do things, and just the fact that you would charge post development is crazy. It just doesn't, I don't know how someone thought of that and was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That's awesome. It's so smart. People will be so understanding of that position that we take. Nobody would have used Unity after that moment. Yeah. It's nice that they like decided to mostly roll it back. But even then, like, the fact that whoever is in charge there made that decision in the first place is not... It's very disheartening, I think, to developers to try and use that program after that point. Just wouldn't have any faith in the management that what they're doing is good for you as a developer. You just wouldn't trust them. Good water. I imagine if like Blender or someone tried to do the same thing, it would just be chaos. And another oh, could you imagine if like GIMP, the free art program from Google, tried to do that or something like that? People would go crazy, dude. I still know people who are really popular artists who use GIMP specifically. Hello? What happened? Why am I getting a pop-up? What was that? My taskbar popped up and it was like blinking orange. I was so worried for a second. Okay, we're gonna save here. The previous version of this model is officially gone. Now has the imported parts. Some of the imported parts are still incorrect. I have to delete this one. Just cut it out. Because that did not import correctly. But now I need the skirt piece, this skirt piece here. We're just gonna move it in here under the skirt work. Skirt and back. We'll put it in the same spot. And I want to actually like move these into this folder. Find that. I'll get that fixed in a minute. And I want to delete this. Let me first take it out of the warp. Out of everything. Gotta scroll all the way up. And remove it from everything. Now I can delete it. What? Tank top shadow mask. Oh, because it was attached to the skirt. I see. Hello? Can I get the hanging top, please? There we go. I need to clip it now to the other skirt parts. There they are. We're just gonna clip it to that folder. So that whenever I get that done, it'll be in there. Let me see if actually the skirt still moves at all. Even though I've just re-implemented this. Body. Body? Oh, it does. It does move the skirt. Nice. And it's already got a bit of three-dimensionality to it that the other one didn't really have. That's pretty good. Have to adjust that. Reset. Still can't make the texture sheet yet. I'm not going to show the texture sheet on stream because then people can trace it and stuff. Not that they would want to trace mine. It's not exactly cut very well, but just in case. I need to actually move the skirt back behind the legs. I can just actually change its position. Oh, I didn't position any of this. That's not good. $4.99? Is that good enough? I should have actually positioned this. $4.30, okay. What about these ones? These ones are at $4.20. Okay, so let's move it to $4.10. Nice! I'll edit that a little bit later. Whoops, whoops, all sorts of zooming. All sorts of zooming. Oof, okay. I know it's a short stream today. I know it's not even the full 2:30 that I wanted to do. 2 hours and 30. I'm feeling tired. I'm thinking I'm gonna take a long nap today, tomorrow. Probably not going to be posting very much tomorrow. There's a general strike going on, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be lightly participating, just very lightly. Probably won't even notice, but it's okay. I mean, do another save. It's saving. It's got the progress bar. Otherwise, this is going to be the project for a while. I am going to be working on it off stream on occasion as well. Just so I can be sure that I'm getting references that I need to make sure that I'm reading things correctly and stuff like that. I don't want to have to like be opening YouTube videos in the middle of stream and all that. But anytime I do something off stream, the first thing we'll do is go over what I changed or edited or fixed and stuff like that. So look forward to that if you're interested in how I use Live2D. I know we didn't do a whole lot today, but hopefully seeing me mesh and stuff like that, just to start, was a little bit of a nice look into where I usually start with this kind of thing. I always start with meshing and sort of that kind of thing. I will have to update the texture atlas off stream, like I said, but that is usually the next thing that I do after I mesh all of my pieces. So, yeah. I got nothing else. It was wonderful talking to you, BC Bongo Cat. I really liked your animation. I thought it was very good. And it's on the stream forever now. There's no escaping it. Not that like it's chasing you or anything. I didn't mean it like that. But that is all for today. I will see you again on Monday, unless I actually end up getting sick or something like that. Then I might rest. Not Monday. Tuesday. Not Monday. Not Monday. I won't be here tomorrow. But that is all. I hope you have a good day, whether it's tomorrow or today. And goodbye.